Are you prepared to challenge your ego's grip and embark on a journey toward authentic success? Discover how 20 powerful strategies can help you cultivate humility, creativity, and mastery. The artist Marina Abramović has said that the moment we begin to believe in our own greatness, that we kill our ability to be truly creative. What she is talking about is ego, the way that self-absorption ruins the very thing it celebrates. So how do we keep this toxic ego and selfishness at bay? How do we prevent ego from sucking us down like the law of gravity? The primary answer is simple: awareness. But after that, it's a matter of hard work. In the course of researching, ego is the enemy, I was exposed to many strategies for combating our arrogant and selfish impulses. Here are 25 proven exercises from successful men and women throughout history that will help you stay sober, clear-headed, creative, and humble. They work if you work them. 2. Focus on the effort, not the outcome. With any creative endeavor, at some point what we made leaves our hands. We can't let what happens after that point have any sway over us. We need to remember famous coach John Wooden's advice. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. Doing your best is what matters. Focus on that. External rewards are just extra. 3. Choose purpose over passion. Passion runs hot and burns out, while people with purpose, think of it as passion combined with reason, are more dedicated and have control over their direction. Christopher McCandless was passionate when he went into the wild, but it didn't work well, right? The inventor of the Segway was passionate. Better to have clear-headed purpose. 4. Shun the comfort of talking and face the work. Void, Marlon Brando once said, is terrifying to most people. We talk endlessly on social media, getting validation and attention with fake internet points, avoiding the uncertainty of doing the difficult and frightening work required of any creative endeavor. As creatives, we need to shut up and get to work, to face the void, despite the pain of doing so. 5. Kill your pride before you lose your head. Whom the gods wish to destroy, Cyril Connolly wrote, they first call promising. You cannot let early pride lead you astray. You must remind yourself every day how much work is left to be done, not how much you have done. You must remember that humility is the antidote to pride. 6. Stop telling yourself a story. There is no grand narrative. When you achieve any sort of success, you might think that success in the future is just the natural and expected next part of the story. This is a straightforward path to failure, by getting too cocky and overconfident. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, reminds himself that there was no aha moment for his billion-dollar behemoth, no matter what he might read in his own press clippings. Focus on the present moment, not the story. 7. Learn to manage yourself and others. John DeLorean was a brilliant engineer but a poor manager of people and himself. One executive described his management style as chasing colored balloons. He was constantly distracted and abandoning one project for another. It's just not enough to be smart or right or a genius. It's gratifying to be the micromanaging, egotistical boss at the center of everything. But that's not how organizations grow and succeed. That's not how you can grow as a person either. 8. Know what matters to you and ruthlessly say no to everything else. Pursue what the philosopher Seneca refers to as euthymia, the tranquility of knowing what you are after and not being distracted by others. We accomplish this by having an honest conversation with ourselves and understanding our priorities, and rejecting all the rest, learning how to say no. First, by saying no to ego, which wants it all. 9. Forget credit and recognition. Before Bill Belichick became the 4-time Super Bowl winning head coach of the New England Patriots, he made his way up the ranks of the NFL by doing grunt work and making his superiors look good without getting any credit. When we are starting out in our pursuits, we need to make an effort to trade short-term gratification for a long-term payoff. Submit under people who are already successful and learn and absorb everything you can. Forget credit. 10. Connect with nature and the universe at large. Going into nature is a powerful feeling. and we need to tap into it as often as possible. Nothing draws us away from it more than material success. Go out there and reconnect with the world. Realize how small you are in relation to everything else. It's what the French philosopher Pierre Hadot has referred to as the oceanic feeling. There is no ego standing beneath the giant redwoods or on the edge of a cliff or next to the crashing waves of the ocean. 11. Choose alive time over dead time. According to author Robert Greene, there are two types of time in our lives. Dead time, when people are passive and waiting, and alive time, when people are learning and acting and utilizing every second. During failure, ego picks dead time. It fights back, I don't want this. I want it my way. It indulges in being angry, aggrieved, heartbroken. Don't let it choose you. 12. Get out of your own head. Writer Anne Lamott knows the dangers of the soundtrack we can play in our heads. The endless stream of self-aggrandizement, the recitation of one's specialness, of how much more open and gifted and brilliant and knowing and misunderstood and humble one is. That's what you could be hearing right now. Cut through that haze with courage and live with the tangible and real, no matter how uncomfortable. 13. Let go of control. The poisonous need to control everything and micromanage is usually revealed with success. Ego starts saying, it all must be done my way, even little things, even inconsequential things. The solution is straightforward. A smart man or woman must regularly remind themselves of the limits of their power and reach. It's simple, but not easy. 14. Place the mission and purpose above you. During World War II, General George Marshall, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize for the Marshall Plan, was practically offered the command of the troops on D-Day. Yet he told President Roosevelt, "The decision is yours, Mr. President. My wishes have nothing to do with the matter." It came to be that Eisenhower led the invasion and performed with excellence. Marshall put the mission and purpose above himself, an act of selflessness we need to remind ourselves of. 15. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Act with fortitude and honor, Alexander Hamilton wrote to a distraught friend in serious trouble of the man's own making. If you cannot reasonably hope for a favorable extrication, do not plunge deeper. Have the courage to make a full stop. Our ego screams and rattles when it is wounded. We will then do anything to get out of trouble. Stop. Don't make things worse. Don't dig yourself further. Make a plan. I hope you like this 15-point. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more such content.